On International Women's Day, the father spent 60,000 yen on gifts, a 50-gram gold bracelet for his mom, and a gold necklace worth over 10,000 yen for his daughter-in-law. But for his wife of 30 years, he only bought a 10 yen bottle of laundry detergent. Laundry detergent again? For 30 years, that was all she got every International Women's Day, and this bottle finally crushed the last bit of hope she had left for their marriage. Just days earlier, the daughter had received 5 million yuan for the rights to her novel. Instead of treating herself, her first thought was to convince her long-suffering mother to divorce her father. For 30 years, her mother had done everything in a marriage where she might as well have been alone. She suffered in silence, yet she still held on to one last bit of hope. She told her daughter that if her husband gave her flowers instead of laundry detergent this year, she would stay and keep making the marriage work. Her wish was so simple that the daughter texted her father every day, reminding him to buy flowers. He repeatedly promised that he would. Soon it was time for the family's International Women's Day dinner, and the father began handing out the gifts he had carefully prepared. First, he handed his mother a heavy box containing a 50-gram gold bracelet. The old woman beamed with joy and praised him for being such a devoted son. Then he gave his daughter-in-law a 10-gram gold necklace as a reward for giving the Wang family a grandson. Even the daughter received a luxury skincare set worth nearly 10,000 yuan. Everyone was having a wonderful time, but the mother grew more anxious with every passing second. Finally, the father brought out what he called his wife's gift. The moment that familiar bottle hit the table, the entire room went silent. The mother could no longer hide her disappointment. All she wanted was a bouquet to show that he loved her. Was that really so hard? What? You don't like it? I bought the jumbo bottle this year. It even cost 2 yuan more than last year's, so it'll last longer and you can wash more clothes. Even worse, he proudly pulled out another gift, a discounted pair of dishwashing gloves he had grabbed on the way. The daughter could no longer stand the humiliation. She confronted her father, asking why he could spend tens of thousands on gold for grandma and her sister-in-law, but couldn't fulfill her mother's tiny wish. But her father's response left her completely disgusted. Your grandma gave birth to me and raised me. It's only right that I spend my money on her. Your sister-in-law just gave the Wang family a grandson. She's made a huge contribution to this family. And you're supposed to land yourself a rich husband someday. If I don't take care of your face, who's going to want you? As for your mother, she's been nothing but a housewife all these years. She eats my food and spends my money. What has she ever contributed? Why would I spend 100 yen on flowers for her? His words cut into the mother like ice-cold knives. She finally realized that, in his eyes, her 30 years of sacrifice had been completely worthless. What hurt even more was that not one person in that room stood up for her. Her son told her to be grateful. Her daughter-in-law accused her of overreacting, and her mother-in-law said she was creating drama over nothing. Watching her mother get attacked by the entire family with no one on her side, the daughter completely lost it. Then none of you should ever eat another meal she cooks. Then the daughter started exposing everything they had done. When her brother lost money in the stock market and owed over 100,000 yuan in online loans, their mother secretly used her dowry savings to pay off his debt. When her sister-in-law gave birth, her own mother got tired and left after 7 days. Their mother cared for her around the clock for 42 days until she was completely exhausted. And Grandma had the least right to criticize her. When the mother was 8 months pregnant, Grandma claimed her back hurt and made her serve the entire family while she went out to play mahjong. Every word the daughter said landed like a hard slap across their faces. After keeping her head down for 30 years, the mother watched her daughter fight for her and finally stopped staying silent. She stood tall and spoke up for herself for the first time. She was leaving that suffocating home with her beloved daughter. That sent the father into a rage. You're just a housewife who cooks and does laundry. Who do you think you are, running away from home? You're not a child anymore, so stop throwing a tantrum. Her brother immediately backed him up, insisting that his newly graduated sister could never support both herself and their mother. Looking at their smug, ugly faces, the daughter laughed coldly and proposed a bet. If she and her mother didn't come begging to return within 6 months and actually ended up living better, her father would have to grant her mother a divorce. But if the daughter lost, every penny of her salary would go toward her brother and sister-in-law's mortgage. They were certain the mother and daughter would come crawling back within 3 days, so they eagerly accepted the bet and immediately put it in writing, afraid the daughter might change her mind. What they didn't know was that the daughter they looked down on already had 5 million yuan sitting in her bank account.